a trusted institution in crisis. The New India Co-operative Bank, once considered a stable institution serving thousands of account holders, is now under intense scrutiny after revelations of a massive financial scam. The unearthing of fraudulent activities to the tune of 122 rupees crore, followed by an additional 400 rupees crore worth of non-performing assets, NPAs, has exposed deep-rooted corruption and systemic failures. Central to this controversy are Hiren Bonu, former vice chairman, and his wife Gauri Bonu, the acting chairperson, who have allegedly orchestrated one of the most significant banking frauds in recent times. Part 1. The 122 rupees crore embezzlement. The Economic Offences Wing, EOW, of Mumbai Police began investigating the bank following complaints of misappropriation of funds. It was discovered that a sum of 122 rupees crore was allegedly siphoned off from the bank. The money was reportedly withdrawn in cash and given to certain developers and entities off the books, with no proper accounting or documentation. Manipulated financial records portrayed an illusion of financial stability and adequate reserves. But the reality was a hollow shell, inflated balance sheets, missing funds, and forged transaction trails. Following initial investigations, the EOW arrested 7 individuals linked to the scam. However, the central figures, Hiren and Gauri Bonu, managed to flee the country on the 12th of February 2025, just before the scam was made public. Part 2. Proclaimed offenders and notice of seizure. On the 9th of April 2025, the EOW intensified their efforts to bring the Bonus to justice. Officers visited the couple's residence at flat number 53, Shyam Nivas, Bahalabai Desai Road, to serve a proclaimed offender notice. Finding no one home, the EOW affixed the notice on their door and informed the society members and the Bonus legal representatives. The notice mandates that both Hiren and Gauri Bonu must appear before the court on the 19th of April 2025 at 11 a.m. Failure to do so will lead to the confiscation of all their assets. According to officials, this move is part of a broader plan to ensure legal accountability and to recover misappropriated public money. Part 3. 400 rupees crore NPA bombshell. As if the 122 rupees crore scam wasn't damaging enough, the EOW has now expanded its investigation following a complaint by an account holder regarding non-performing assets. It has come to light that over 2,000 accounts tied to the bank have turned into NPAs amounting to 400 rupees crore. According to EOW sources, loans were granted without adequate due diligence or to ineligible borrowers. Many such loans were sanctioned between 2010 and 2024. The complainant alleged that the Bonus approved these loans in exchange for hefty kickbacks. The shocking part of the investigation is not just the amount, but the timeline. This corruption spanned over a decade, underlining the regulatory oversight failures and internal collusion. What are NPAs? A non-performing asset, NPA, is a loan or advance where the borrower has stopped making interest or principal repayments for over 90 days. Such assets do not generate any income for the bank. The Reserve Bank of India adopted the 90-day rule in 2004 to meet global standards. NPAs are categorized as substandard assets, overdue for less than 12 months. Doubtful assets, overdue for more than 12 months. Loss assets, identified as uncollectible. NPAs erode a bank's capital, reduce profitability, and affect the credibility of the banking sector. Part 4. Regulatory and legal fallout. In response to the crisis, the Reserve Bank of India has superseded the bank's board and appointed an administrator to oversee its operations. Restrictions have been imposed on withdrawals, lending, and other critical banking functions. Further, the EOW has confirmed it plans to file a fresh FIR against the Bonu couple concerning the NPA-linked loans. Investigators are examining loan files, board meeting minutes, and internal audit reports to identify other beneficiaries of this nexus. The actions being contemplated include attachment of properties under the Maharashtra Protection of Interest of Depositors (MPID) Act, lookout circulars to international agencies for tracking the Bonu couple, forensic audits of the bank's books over the past 15 years. Part 5. Depositor Anxiety and Institutional Trust. Depositors are now facing an uncertain future. Many have savings, fixed deposits, and pensions tied to the bank. The scam has triggered widespread fear about the safety of funds in cooperative banks, which often operate under weaker regulatory frameworks than commercial banks. This has also raised questions about the role of statutory auditors, internal compliance teams, and the bank's former board members. Were they negligent, complicit, or both? Conclusion: the road ahead. The New India Cooperative Bank scam has exposed how systemic weaknesses, unchecked power, and lack of oversight can lead to catastrophic consequences. The dual blows, an embezzlement of 122 rupees crore and NPAs worth 400 rupees crore, make this case a watershed moment for India's cooperative banking sector. Bringing the Bonus to justice is not just about accountability for one scam, but about re-establishing faith in the integrity of India's banking system. The coming days will be crucial as the EOW accelerates its legal proceedings and regulatory bodies push for reforms in how cooperative banks are governed. Let this not be just another headline. Let it be a turning point. Thank you.